back to the BeanBu channel. Thank you to everyone who supported us on our last video that we posted. You guys showed so much love. It was amazing. Heart flutter.
We appreciate the support so much from the BeanBu creators.
And a special shout out to all the new subscribers we got. More content's coming you guys' way.
For sure.
Speaking of new content, today's episode is a Cooking with the Beans episode.
Volume 2.
Yeah. Today we're making sesame chicken. So without further ado, let's get on into the video.
All right. Enjoy.
Alright guys, let's get into it. So before we start off, everyone needs to make sure that they have about a pound of chicken thighs sliced up real nice so we can get started. Alright, so first we're going to go over the meat ingredients and how we're going to season that onto our chicken. So we'll start off with 2 cloves of garlic, and or if you have a shaker like we do, you can eyeball it and pretty much, you'll know what 2 cloves is about pretty much. You need a half teaspoon of soy sauce, a half teaspoon of salt, 3/8 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 egg white, 0.5 tablespoons of potato starch, cup of potato starch, and 2 cups of oil. Now that 2 cups of oil, what we're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna put that in right now into a pan or a pot, and you're gonna wanna cook that on high over your oven right now. Like start cooking it so it can get hot enough by the time we're gonna start actually dipping our chicken in there. And alright guys, as you can see here, I got my chicken in a bowl and I'm ready to start seasoning. Starting off strong with the garlic. Next up we got us some onion powder. Now time for a little sea salt. Sea salt make your knees fall. Ooh. Bars. And now it's time for the potato starch. Just add a little bit of potato starch and baking soda in there just to, tenderize the meat and also give it that extra crunch that we're going to be looking for later. Now we're going to add us some soy sauce. We got ourselves a wee bit of sesame oil that we're going to add into the mix. I know you're supposed to do that later on, but I wanted to add it early because I like a bit of sesame oil. You see, now here's where the challenging part comes in. This is where you put the egg white inside, and let's just say I'm not the best at getting the egg white only into the mixer, but whatever, it works, alright? Don't judge me. Alright guys, now we're going to do something to the potato starch to make it more fluffy and crunchy later on. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wet your hand and flick a couple times into the potato starch, mix it all up, and repeat this process about 3 times. What this is going to do is it's going to give our potato starch some extra crisp later on. And now it's time to use my super secret awesome coating technique to coat your chicken evenly. Alright guys, and this is what it should look like, evenly coated chicken thighs. Alright guys, let's move on to the sauce ingredients. First we'll need 4 tablespoons of honey, 6 tablespoons of brown sugar, 5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 6 tablespoons of water, 5 tablespoons of ketchup, and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Alright guys, as you can see, my water is already in my pot. I like to do the water first. It's just the easiest method for me. Next you'll see I'm starting to add the ketchup. Now we're going to move on to the brown sugar. Here we're going to add the honey, which is of course my favorite part. Look at that thing drip in there. So good. Next we'll be adding the white vinegar. Here comes the soy sauce. And finally, the sesame oil. And now we thoroughly mix. Make sure you're heating your sauce at low to low medium while you stir it every so often. Now we're going to individually place our coated chicken thighs into the oil so they can fry. The funniest, dude.
Well, I have my hopes up high, ho. She's got
After about 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to want to take out your chicken pieces so we can fry them again for the second round. You don't want to fully fry them all the way the first round through. Got to check back in on the sauce real quick. Alright guys, and now we're on the second go around for the fry. So what we're doing now is we just poured our sauce all over our chicken in our mixing bowl, and now we're about to use the same method we used earlier to coat it with starch, to coat it with sauce. And before you know it, your chicken should be looking like this. Go ahead and take a spatula or a spoon of some sort and mix it around. Make sure everybody's got some coating on them, because there's still a good chunk of sauce at the bottom of the bowl, just to keep everything marinated. And to top it all off, we're gonna put on some parsley. And your final result should look a little something like this. Sesame chicken. 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 That was really beautiful. Oh my God.